On Monday, the nation will stop to honor Dr. Martin Luther King, but Dr. King isn't the only African-American hero being remembered.
A documentary is sharing the story of the Montford Point Marines. They were the first black men to join the Marine Corps, but many of their names have been lost to history.
As Local 10's Leanne Monahan shows us, a Coral Springs woman is determined to find and identify every last one of them.
You've certainly heard of Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, but what if I told you there's a group of more than 20,000 black men who were some of the first civil rights leaders that you've probably never even heard of? One of them is the man in this photo, and that's where our story begins.
Private Maurice L. Burns Sr., and that's him.
Mallory Berger has made it her mission to put names to these faces.
And I proactively find the families, or if I'm lucky, the living Montford Point Marines, so that we can get their Congressional Gold Medal awarded to them.
In 2021, she discovered her late grandfather, Maurice L. Burns Sr., was one of more than 20,000 men, known as the Montford Point Marines, the first ever group of black Marines in the U.S. military.
The feelings were just overwhelming. I never knew this about my grandfather.
At the time, in the early 1940s, black Marines were kept separate from their white counterparts. When they weren't allowed to train at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, they were sent to Montford Point, forced to build their own camp in swampland and train in dangerous conditions, all while enduring racial slurs.
The evidence of any kind of trauma, they were very good at hiding it.
After breaking many Marine records, the men were called to fight in the Pacific, many of them dying on the front lines after everything they endured.
I just don't know how they did it.
Only about 10% of Montford Point Marines have been identified. Since Mallory's discovery about her own family, she's been working to make that number grow. It's work that's highlighted in the documentary Our America, Mission Montford Point.
The very least that we can do is help to find the additional 18,000 that are out there.
In 2012, Montford Point Marines collectively received a Congressional Gold Medal. Individual replicas have also been handed out, including one for Mallory's grandfather. She wants to make sure their mark on history is never forgotten.
They laid the foundation for everyone that came after them. So it's pretty incredible.
Mallory says another batch of Congressional Gold Medal replicas like this one will be handed out in August. Her goal is to find about 100 more Montford Point Marines to honor that day. For now, reporting in Coral Springs, Leanne Monahan, Local 10 News.
And we'll have more on the Montford Point Marines in a Local 10 special airing Monday at 1 p.m. Tune in to watch Our America, Mission Montford Point. But before that, come join us on 54th Street as we host the 46th annual MLK Day Parade in Miami. The parade is starting near 10th Avenue and ending at Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park. Our coverage of the MLK Day Parade starts live at 11 a.m. Monday as we celebrate the 60th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech.